Hey, this is AJ. Welcome back to the Handyman process. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my new experiment to try to set up a subscription service for Handyman. So stay tuned. All right, so I know a lot of people are interested in trying to set up some type of subscription model for handyman business. Been a lot of ideas floated around out there, and if you're in any of the forums, you hear people talking about this. Nobody's really come up with a great solution yet. But I'm going to give it my spin anyway. And I'm going to do it for a few reasons. So first of all, let me talk about the reasons why I would try to set up a subscription service, and then I'll talk about what I have in motion right now as an experiment to see if it'll work out. So for me, in my case, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you realize I'm a part-time handyman. I work nights, weekends, every other Fridays when I have some time off. So I get busy, right? And I'm trying to balance a life. So I'm trying to balance a 9 to 5 job. I have kids at home. I have a wife, and then do all this work. So for the last probably 2 months or so, I've been working my butt off. Almost every weeknight. It gets to the point that my wife's like, "I thought you said you weren't going to work so much," but I've been working a lot, right? And one of the reasons I do this job, and maybe one of the reasons you guys do this, is so that you can enjoy your time off. And I find myself sometimes just working so much that I don't enjoy any of the fruits of my labor. So that's the number one driver of setting up the subscription service. The other driver is there's ups and downs, right? So I'm coming off of a very busy period. I've scheduled in some downtime, but it ebbs and flows in the handyman business, right? Sometimes you're really busy and sometimes you're not. When you're really busy, you're bringing in a lot of money, and when you're not, right? So is there any way to level that out and flatten that out so you always have at least something coming in that could help you kind of even things out? So that's kind of the basis for what I guess I call my prototype for setting up my subscription service. So I've been kicking around the idea a little bit, and I took inspiration a little bit from some home warranty companies. So if you are familiar with home warranty companies, you can pay a monthly or an annual fee, and then in exchange for that, you get a set service call. So maybe you pay $50 a month. Each service call is $75. So that's one place where I took inspiration from my system. And another one is, I forget the name of these new doctor practices that are setting up, but these doctors have these offices that are dedicated just to a limited amount of patients, and then they focus all their attention on those patients, and you pay a premium for that, but you also get a premium service. So I had these ideas kind of bouncing around in my head, and I start to think to myself, well, how can I turn this into a subscription service? How can I ask people to pay me, and I haven't even done anything for them? And I'm not setting up a subscription service where you're prepaying for work. Uh, I'm kind of setting up a subscription service where I'm guaranteeing you a rate and an availability. So here's the plan. Here's what I've kind of come up with. I've already kind of advertised it to my following on Facebook to kind of get their input. Some of my regulars who use me a lot are like, "This is fantastic." Some of the people who've never used me or used me once are like, "What? I'm not paying you a month and I don't even use you." So this is what the plan looks like. So the plan in my mind right now, and this may fluctuate and change, is first of all, I have a limited amount of customers or clients. I'm thinking somewhere between 20 and 30. That number is not set in stone yet, but that's in my mind roughly what I'm thinking. So 20 or 30, uh, what I call preferred customers or preferred clients, and I only work for them. I won't take on any other work. I'll only work for them. And in exchange for only working for them, I ask for a monthly subscription. I'm going to ask for $20 a month to be a member, right? So if I have 20 people and they're giving me $20 a month, there's $400 a month coming in, right? Not huge, but it is somewhat steadying, right? Now, so what else are they getting for that? So I mentioned that they're getting the exclusive. I'm your handyman. I'm not working for anybody else. So they get that part first of all. In addition, I'm going to switch. I may switch to an hourly um, time and materials kind of thing. So right now I'm charging by the project with a lot of time and effort associated with figuring those things out. If you've been doing this game for a while, you know sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It all comes down to the estimating and how accurate you were in what you estimated, usually from a time perspective. Um, So if you did a great job estimating, you were conservative, you're going to make money. If you did a bad job, you're going to lose a little bit of money. So this new model is you basically just pay me for my time. And in exchange for that $20 a month, I will work for $85 an hour. So you pay me $20 every month, then you have unlimited access to me at $20 or $85 an hour. So if I run that math out, right now I'm estimating out at $120, $125 an hour. It is a better deal for my customers in terms of money-wise that they're getting. I do realize with this approach, I will make less money annually, but it goes back to my previous goal that I stated is the reason I do this is the money is nice, but it's also to have extra money to enjoy my time off. So this is giving me a lot of my time off back. I don't have that stress anymore of 30, 40 phone calls a day. I apologize. I live near a military base, so you're going to hear some jets flying over. But there goes two right now. Oh, America. But anyway, it's about getting my time back, right? So if this works out, let's say I get 20 customers, I got $400 coming in. I open up my calendar and I allow them to schedule. You choose my time, I'll show up. If I got to go get materials, I've already advertised this. If I go get the materials, it's the materials plus a 20% markup. And some of my customers are like, I didn't realize you were marking things up. And then they're like, but then I thought about it, and I guess you got to go there and pick up stuff. So I'm taking this kind of brutally honest approach to explaining this to my current customer base and getting feedback from them. So right now, the word's out there. If you go on my Greenshire Handyman Facebook page, you'll see some of the dialogue going back and forth. I'm also going to blast this out in a text or email to all my clients here pretty soon. And then if things look good, I might change up the business model, pull the trigger next year, and then see how 2024 looks going forward with a subscription service like that. And one of the customers who's probably not going to stick around mentioned, oh, you're going to go to a concierge service and only going to do exclusive clients. And man, maybe. I told my wife I have at least 20 clients I work for any day. I have a bunch of clients that I probably will never work for again. So if I can limit who I work for, I can set up the subscription service and it works. And it's fantastic. It's great. I'm also thinking about adding one other feature to the business, which I call Greenshire Handyman Lite, which is basically farming out my oldest son for $25 an hour for manual tasks. He's good. He doesn't have the skill to take on the jobs that I take on, but he's got the labor, he's got the strength to do that stuff. So maybe a coupled approach to going forward. But anyway, I'm going to try to tackle it. I'll keep you guys posted on how it works out and if it works out. Some of you will probably don't charge by the hour. You're going to make the rest of us look bad. Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's competition. That's what this business looks like. We'll see how it works and if it's sustainable. If so, I might stick around with it. If not, I'll adjust it. It's just the way it works. But, anyway, wish me luck. I'll keep you posted and stay tuned for the next video. Take care.